Energy communities have been a very pressing topic here at European Sustainable Energy Week. Heleen, what have been some of the challenges in really pushing forward the energy community concept?
I think some of the challenges are there's still little awareness of the fact that there is the opportunity to join an energy community amongst most citizens in Europe. But also there's a lot of policy challenges. There's the fact that energy communities are a new, very particular player in the energy market, in an energy market that is not designed for these small players. There's all these different challenges, and I think that it's super important to keep on fighting for recognition of energy communities, the benefits that they can bring, but also education and awareness raising with citizens that this is a right that they have to become part of an energy community, to benefit from all of the good stuff that can come from joining an energy community, and
Quite a set of challenges to overcome. How do you think a fresh perspective, an imaginative perspective from youth can really help resolve these challenges?
Yeah, so I think that there's still, like I said, a lot of challenges, both coming from the wider landscape and also from within the movement to attract a more diverse set of social groups in the energy community movement. So I think the imagination of youth and seeing how we could change the movement to become more accessible to different types of social groups would be super important. I think youths have a more natural way of testing authority, of testing the current system, of challenging it. So I think that is something that we definitely need. The movement is in constant motion. We're quite new yet, so I think there's still so much that we can learn from different perspectives and different angles, and that's more than welcome.
And you're clearly speaking from a lot of experience in the industry. What has your experience been of energy communities and how it has opened up a space for your participation?
So I never really imagined myself working in the energy sector. For me, it was a big, ginormous sector where big powers were fighting each other and were ruining the climate, and we're all doing sorts of strange stuff where we never really had a control or ownership on those things. But then I also didn't imagine that my skills would be particularly useful in this sector because I have a background in social sciences. I studied history and then I studied international politics. It became a bit more clear what I could do with it, but still, energy sector is still far away from my bed. But then I started reading about these energy communities and citizens reclaiming power, and that just felt super empowering. And also because the energy system has such a big impact on our climate, on our environment, it felt like, okay, if we can make a change there, then that would be super impactful. So I think as a young person, I joined, as a young person, I joined REScoop.eu, and I immediately felt super welcomed. My input was taken seriously. They immediately gave me a lot of chances to participate in policy discussions, to test new types of perspectives in this landscape. And I think that is something super valuable. I don't know if that would have been the case if I would have gone to the traditional sort of side of the sector.
For youth who are interested in the sector but are a bit afraid to go into it because they don't see it as being a fit for them, what would you say to them?
I would say just try it. Try and find an energy community in your neighborhood. Maybe they are still, like I said, energy communities are still struggling a bit with attracting a wide set of social groups within their work, within their membership. I think what would be important is that people just join an energy community. Like, for example, I now recently joined the board of EcoPower, which is one of the biggest cooperative here in Flanders. And it would be interesting also for me to see like, okay, I'm now in this board. How would things maybe need to change a little bit to attract more young people or a diverse set of people, not only young people, but also other social groups into like the core work of the energy cooperative, to make it more accessible, to make it more part of the social fabric of a community, more than it already is. So yeah.
And as a youth ambassador speaking on the topic, what is your view of the future energy system?
My view of the future energy system is an energy system that is able to provide in our social needs, like the necessary things that we need in our daily lives for having a comfortable and dignified life without overstretching our planetary boundaries, which of course is something that really fits with the values of the donut economics. And yeah, just where we create more resilient communities through this very important pillar within our current societies, which is energy. Yeah, I think that if energy communities would get the chance to develop more in an enabling landscape, then I think the full force of the movements will become apparent, and it will be amazing, I think.
Thank you so much, Heleen. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our channels.